Welcome back, everyone. I'm totally not copying someone. Welcome back to the stream. I've not streamed for a good while. For good reasons. One, because of school. Two, I found better things to do than stream. Believe it or not. And three, I just don't feel like streaming anymore, but now I found a reason to stream. It's because we are going to learn how to play HOI4. Now, HOI4 is, HOI4 is a war strategy game. It's, you control a country in the world, and you try to be powerful as you can. And I only know how to do that with one game, Rise of Nations, which is on Roblox. And I try to make my friends play Rise of Nations. They did not like it at all because they're HOI4 mainers. So I decided to play HOI4 with them for the first time, like 3 days ago, and that did not work so well because I sucked at it, and it was way different than Rise of Nations. And I'm moderately good at Rise of Nations. So now I'm trying to learn HOI4. My friend recommended me this video. I should watch the entirety of it. It's almost 40 minutes long. And he says if I watch this, I'll be better at the game immediately. So this is the video that he sent me on Discord after the first game. It went terrible. Let's just react to it. I'm gonna react to it. I've never done like reaction videos or something, so this is gonna be my first like really official reaction video. Also, I don't know if you can hear me over the video. Let me just check something. Let me check the audio. Right, like before I do the stream, I have to check the audio. Microphone test 1 2 3. Microphone test 1 2 3. Okay, that's good enough.
G'day everyone, I'm super excited to be working with Paradox to bring you this complete beginner's guide for Hearts of Iron 4. By the end of this video, you should know everything you need to know about the military, focus trees, research, production, and more, so you can jump right in and enjoy everything this game has to offer. As a quick introduction, my name's Hammer Time and I make guides and tutorials for HOI4. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel for more Hearts of Iron 4 content. Today we're going to be using the base game without any DLCs, so let's get into it.
Also, one thing you have to know is that the first time I played it, I had two DLCs on. I don't think it was DLCs. It was two things from the Steam Workshop. I think they're called playsets. Yeah, I had two playsets up for it, and when I played it, we were able to send letters to other countries, so other players, and it had different skins in the base game. And my friends were and one of them was just sending me racial slurs all the time. Well, that was fun.
First things first, if you've never played Hearts of Iron 4, it's a grand strategy war game created by Paradox Interactive, where you take command of any nation that was around at the start of World War II. You make decisions and control your nation in any way you like, from how you develop and deploy your armed forces, to what to focus your industry on, even what form of government to take, as well as so much more. To get started, when you open up the game, select the single player option. By selecting a new game, you can then choose between the 1936 or 1939 start dates. The latter is great if you want to jump right into the beginning of the war for some instant action. The 1936 start is the more popular option. This is the option that we are going to use for this video.
Okay, so there are also mods, right? You can. I actually did not know that this was just like in the World War II scenario. I thought you could just pick like a variety of scenarios, like the Bosnian War, to the 2000s. I thought that's how it worked, but I guess it's only World War II. This is news to me because I've never click the single player button. I've only clicked the multiplayer button and joined the rooms that they made.
Next, you can choose which country you want to play as from the list, or you can select other countries to open up the world map, where you can pick from literally any country which existed at the time. For this tutorial, we'll be playing as Italy, and I really recommend them as a good starter nation for you to learn on. They're beginner friendly. They start the game at war with Ethiopia, which gives you a good opportunity to practice the combat early and often. They're also a decently strong nation with huge potential to grow, and importantly for you, they're not super complicated. Best of all, if you do mess up, big boy Germany is there to bail you out. In the bottom right, you can adjust the difficulty. Hovering your mouse over each option will show the effects of the different levels, and below that is the options to play in Iron Man and or historical mode. Iron Man prevents you from reloading past saves and is required to get achievements. Having historical AI focuses checked means that the other countries in the game will follow the historically accurate paths of their focus trees. Turning this off, however, means that the countries will act in unpredictable ways. It's a chaotic and fun way to play, but for your first few games at least, I would recommend starting with the historical setting on. Press start in the bottom right of the screen to begin your game. What you'll see now is the world map. The map itself is broken up into these little tiles known as provinces, and these are the areas that your units will move through and fight in. A good rule of thumb for this game, which also applies here, is if you hover your mouse over something, a tooltip will appear to explain what you're looking at. At the end of this video, we'll go through all these notifications and I'll show you how to set up your country to start the game. But first, let's go through the UI that you have at the top of your screen from left to right. Political power, or PP, is a resource that you will gain over time and through political focuses. You start with a base gain of 2 per day, and this can be impacted by a variety of decisions and focuses. It's probably the most important resource for making changes to your nation. Your stability shows your current support from the people. If this amount drops below 50%, random events may occur, and if they're not handled properly, this can cause a civil war or penalties for your nation. War support is how ready your nation is to sustain a war. It will impact certain focuses you take or changing your mobilization laws. Your manpower count is your current recruitable population. Once this hits 0, you cannot recruit any new divisions. Next is your factory count, as well as your fuel stockpile, logistics fulfillment, and convoy counts.
Okay, so for these last 4 and war support, I've never seen those before, and I'm only familiar with stability, the other one, and manpower. What was that? Stability. Oh, okay, stability, political power, and manpower, which are literally the fundamentals, the fundamental building blocks of your country, I guess. But stability is the most important, I'd say.
You'll learn about all of these in more detail a little bit later. Your command power, army, navy, and air XP are used to recruit new generals, create and edit division templates, improve ship and plane variants, and improve your doctrines. You gain command power passively, and you can get XP through combat or recruiting military staff. Let's go through the different menus that you'll need to know for your playthroughs. Political focuses. In the top left of your screen, you have your nation's flag, which if you click on it, will open up the political menu. Here you can appoint advisors or change a variety of laws. You can elect 3 different political advisors, which will give you a variety of boosts. Good ones to look for early are the silent workhorse for more political power, the captain of industry for increased construction speed, and the financial expert to reduce your consumer goods usage.
Okay, so this is like Rise of Nations when they have the leader pool. This is like that.
Further down, you can appoint different designers to give boosts to your industry.
I've never seen this before.
Or various types of equipment, and you also have access to the military staff, which we'll touch on a little bit later. All of these designers, laws, and staff that you want to appoint will cost you political power.
Okay.
You can also see any national spirits which are affecting your nation. You gain these through events or the focus tree. Just below that, you can also see your current political party, as well as their popularity and control in your government. In this menu, you can also select a national focus, which are the special flavors that make each country unique and different from each other. Once selected, a focus will take a certain amount of time to complete and provides a variety of bonuses, buffs, or changes to your nation. You can view your active focus in the political menu along with its current progress. Many nations have a unique focus tree, and you can unlock more through the DLCs. But by and large, they'll all have a path where you can get
blah
boosts
blah
to
blah.
your
I know all
nation's
this
industry,
stuff already.
a path for
They
each
taught
of
me
the
this,
Army,
my
Navy,
friends.
and Air Force branches, and then 1 or more political paths. The latter is what you would use to steer your nation either down a historical path or to veer off into some kind of non-historical playthrough. Some focus are mutually exclusive, as shown by the red exclamation symbol, so taking one path may lock you out of another. By clicking on a focus, you can also see anything that is a prerequisite, such as previous focuses, a manpower requirement, or otherwise. Decisions. Decisions can be temporary events that you need to react to, such as the war in Ethiopia, which is active at the game start, or static decisions that you can take at any time, such as improve worker conditions, which increases your stability. These also cost political power, or sometimes a bit of command power as well. Down the bottom of Italy's decision menu, you can see the option to create a new formable nation if you control certain states. This can be a fun way to steer your playthroughs and give you a goal to work towards. The available decisions are highlighted in green, and the ones that are available that you can currently afford have their little envelope colored in rather than being grayed out. You can also control the notifications the game gives you by unchecking the green button on the decision line itself, or deselect a whole category like so. You can then also collapse the categories to make things a bit more organized and easier to read. This way you'll only get notifications when you have enough political power for the decisions that you want to take. Research. Next up is the research menu. This is how you unlock more modern equipment and extra bonuses for your troops.
Okay, the second time I played this game, I really did not know what I had to co-op Germany with my friend, and he was literally teaching me. I was in charge of the army and research. He was in charge of everything else. So I had a lot of experience in this research tree, and the only thing I can remember here is dispersed. What is it? Dispersed construction? I don't know what it's called. It was something with dispersed. I don't know which tab it's on, but it's near industry and engineering. One of those two. But yeah, he said to always go for that first, I think. But like, you should always have that dispersed. But if you're like in a smaller country, he said go with the other one, which I do not know because we never played a smaller country, and I've always played as Germany. Let's go.
Italy starts off with 4 research slots, and there's no cost at all to using these, so make sure you always have these working away. To assign a research, select one of the slots to open up the different tabs available. Clicking on a tech will show you what it does. Rectangle boxes are the new types of equipment that you can produce, while square boxes are bonuses. On the right hand side of a new equipment research, you may see these smaller boxes here. These are variants that you can research once you have the base tech. From left to right with the different tabs, you have infantry techs, such as new types of firearms, mechanized vehicles, and even special forces. Then support companies and trains, tanks and their variants, artillery from anti-air, artillery and anti-tank guns, naval ships, aircraft, and finally engineering and industry tech.
Okay, yeah, it's this one. This is the dispersed one, I think. I don't know what this is.
The industry tab gives boosts to different areas of your industry, whether it's your production cap, the number of factories you can build, how fast you build your factories, as well as everything else, and even the resources you gain and your ability to make use of fuel. The electronics tab allows you to increase your research speed, upgrade your radio and radar technology, and even research nuclear weapons. Much like a political focus, a research tech will take a varying amount of time to complete. You can see that some techs align with a year guide at the edge of the tab, and if you were to research a tech that's ahead of time, for example a 1937 tech in 1936, you will suffer a research penalty. It's generally best practice to start with techs that don't suffer this penalty, and at the start of the game, focus on your industry and electronic technologies.
Industry and electronic.
You can also get research boosts through your political focuses, which can help reduce the ahead of time penalty. Diplomacy. The diplomacy menu is how you interact with other nations. By clicking on a country, you can see the diplomatic actions that you can take with them. The green options are requests that you can send. The grayed out ones are currently unavailable. You can also right click on a country to bring up this menu with them. The main focus of Hearts 4 is fighting wars, but to start this, you will need a war goal. You can get one through your focus trees, and indeed a lot of your early wars that will be fought are done so through war goals or direct declarations through focuses. These kinds of wars are also less likely to involve other nations in your conflict. If you don't have focuses in your tree for war goals, or you're just impatient, you can manually justify one if you are fascist or communist government type. To do so, simply select the nation that you want to invade, click on the justify war goal button, select the reason, and then the state. It doesn't matter which state you choose, you only need to select one. You can see what the cost will be in political power and the time it will take to justify. Once you hit send and await however many days that you need, the war goal will be complete, and you can simply click on the nation and declare war.
For Hyperant needs
One thing to be
take
mindful of
notes.
is
No, I'm just
guarantees
kidding.
from other nations. Essentially, a promise that if a country is attacked, the guarantor will join them in the war. For example, we can see here that Yugoslavia is guaranteed by France, Czechoslovakia, and Romania, meaning that as we attack Yugoslavia, we will end up at war with all 4 nations. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at taking over the world. Construction. Skipping over trade momentarily, you have the construction menu. Civilian factories are used to construct buildings, conduct repairs, and trade for resources, and are the main factory type, which determines how strong your industry is. Early on in the game, you want to focus on growing your civilian factory count as quickly as possible to help you later on in the game.
First time I played this, my friend's telling me, hey, so go to the construction tab, make yourself civs, make civ factories. And I'm like, yeah, which one is it? I did not know which button it was. And I'm like, and they're like, the orange one. Yeah, which orange one? The orange one. The only orange one. What, like, And then I find it, and I'm like, this is all the other ones are orange. No, they're yellow. What is that? They're not yellow. I just want to say that because the first time I played this, they messed me up. They threw a curveball at me by just saying that.
You can see the buildings available to be constructed on the right-hand side of the menu. These are broken up into different categories, the first being state buildings, which is infrastructure, airports, AA, and weather. These buildings have their own max levels that they can be built to, level 5 for AA, infra, and radar, and level 10 for airports. Building one of these does not affect the cap of the other. Next is the shared buildings. Mainly what you'll worry about in these is the civilian and the military factories, as well as dockyards. These have a shared limit per state, which you can increase through your industrial techs or through certain focuses. When you select one of these building types, you can see the current number of buildings that are constructed in the state versus the maximum cap available. For example, in this state, we have 7 slots available. Now, if I want, I could build 4 civs and 3 mills, just not 7 of each. Finally, we have province buildings. These are constructed on a individual province on the map. We have our supply hubs and railways, important to keep your troops equipped and ready to fight. Then we have ports or naval bases, and the 2 types of forts you can build. Land forts provide a defensive bonus when attacked from land, while naval forts provide a defensive bonus against naval invasions. Province buildings, much like your state buildings, each have their own cap per building type. To construct buildings, simply select the building type that you want on the right-hand side of the panel, and then select the state or province where you want them to be constructed. Holding Shift will queue up the max amount of possible buildings. Holding Control will then assign them to the top of the queue, and holding both together will...
Hold on. Okay, let's go back a few seconds because I missed some of that. I had to do something.
Where you want them to be constructed. Holding Shift will queue up the max amount of possible buildings. Holding Control will then assign them to the top of the queue.
Okay, hold on, stop. Stop.
Naval ports or
okay, so I was focusing until this bit right here. So we talked about railways, I think.
On a individual province on the map, we have our supply hubs and railways, important to keep your troops equipped and ready to fight. Then we have ports or naval bases, and the 2 types of forts you can build. Land forts provide a defensive bonus when attacked from land, while naval forts provide a defensive bonus against naval invasions.
Okay, that's just fortifications and reservations, but I don't know why Paradox split them into 2. I'm guessing Paradox is the developer of this game.
Province buildings, much like your state buildings, each have their own cap per building type.
So like only a set amount of these can be built in a single area, unlike the airports and the other stuff, I think. So you're telling me that there can be a lot of these here, but there's only limited here?
To construct buildings, simply select the building type that you want on the right-hand side of the panel, and then select the state or province where you want them to be constructed. Holding Shift will queue up the max amount of possible buildings. Holding Control will then assign them to the top of the queue, and holding both together will assign the maximum number of buildings to the top of the queue. Now we can see on this construction line that we have 11 out of a maximum possible 15 civilian factories working on these buildings. The progress bar will show you when construction will be complete on the next factory and what buffs or debuffs are active. Your construction queue will complete buildings from top to bottom, and once a building line is complete, your factories will automatically continue working on the next one in the queue. In this section, you can see the consumer goods line. This is how many of your constructed factories are unavailable for use due to them creating products for your civilian population. You can reduce this percentage through advisors, focuses, or certain decisions. As a general rule, the lower this is, the more factories you'll have available to build things. Production.
Okay, you said, okay, bro's not learning, no, everything has levels. You can build 10 forts per state tile. What are you talking? So you're telling me every tile in Italy, you can build 10 forts? So that's like the level and not like the amount of forts there actually are. That's just actually just the level. I'm assuming you're saying.
Moving on to production, this is where you can use your military factories and dockyards to produce equipment for your armed forces. You do so by clicking on one of these 4 menus here to bring up the type of equipment that you want to produce.
There's one for... Yes, there's one. So like if I have a higher class fort here and a lower class fort here, this one will win and this one will lose. Higher level gives you better buff. It changes the buff given. Okay.
Let's add in some artillery. You can reorder your production queue by clicking and dragging the lines up or down.
Okay, this is the most confusing one.
More factories you'll have
the production.
To build things. Production. Moving on to production. This is
like I didn't get this tab at all. Like one of my other friends they said like X5 and then 5 here. Like that was a guy in the chat, Anti-Frost. You told me to do this and I didn't get what that did. I don't know what these factories are. I'm pretty sure these are military factories.
This is where you can use your military factories and dockyards to produce equipment for your armed forces.
Okay, yeah, literally what he just said.
Here to bring up the type of equipment that you want to produce. Let's add in some artillery. You can reorder your production queue by clicking and dragging the lines up or down. Automatically, a single factory will be assigned to a new line, and you can add or subtract factories using the plus or minus buttons here, or by clicking in the boxes to add the corresponding number of factories that you want. You can see here that some of them are green and some are grey. The greyed out factories means that none are available, and newly built mills will fill these slots from the top of your production queue in a descending order. This is useful to queue up future production at the start of your game. The dockyards for your ships work exactly the same. Each individual factory has a certain level of output depending on the type of equipment and for how long it has been producing this type of equipment. This is called production efficiency, and it is shown by the green and red bars next to the equipment name. The longer a factory has been working on the same type of equipment, the more this grows, meaning it will produce more equipment per day. Changing factories from one equipment type to another frequently will keep the production efficiency low and reduce the amount of equipment that you'll get. Dockyards don't have production efficiency, but if you change production of a ship by deleting the line or changing it, you will lose any progress towards the ship you currently had under construction. You can avoid losing this progress by pressing this button to change the number of ships that you want to produce from usually infinite by default to 1. That way, when that ship is complete, the dockyards will automatically be reallocated to the line below it and continue working on the next ship. You can also see how much of each type of equipment is being produced per day, week, or month, and it will be reduced if you move factories off that production line, factories are damaged, or you lack resources to build that equipment. You can see the required resources on the far right-hand side of your production line. Trade. Producing equipment has a cost, and the resources are most easily managed from the trade menu. Here at the top, you can see what resources you currently have a surplus of, those in green, and what you lack, those in red, and by how much. If you are lacking resources, your production lines will operate much slower or even grind to a halt. You can get more resources either through seizing resource-rich lands for your own country through wars, by changing your economy laws, which reduces the amount of your own resources which are traded away, or by trading for resources from other countries. If you click on the type of resource that you want to trade for here, you can see all the available nations that you can trade with, how much they have for export, what you're currently trading, and if there is a convoy requirement to ship the resources from that nation to yours. To trade for a resource, click on a nation that you wish to trade with in the menu and it will open up the trade proposal. Here we can trade for 8 of this resource if we like, which is for the cost of 1 civilian factory. Don't worry, you don't lose it. It will just essentially be on loan to this country while we're trading that resource. You can press this button here to automatically assign the correct number of trade for what your needs are to this trade deal. This will cost us 6 civilian factories for the period that we're trading, and if we hit send, we can now see that the trade is successful and we are no longer in a deficit. Don't worry, if you want your factories back, you can simply click this button here to cancel all the trade. Recruit and deployment. Now you have all this shiny new equipment, you want to get it in the hands of your troops. Army units in HOI4 are called divisions. You can train new divisions by selecting the type of division that you want to train from the menu on the right and clicking train just once. Now you can come over here and click add unit until you have the desired number of new units queued up for training. On each new division line, you can see in this box how much equipment and manpower is required to train them and the fulfillment level, and then on this next one over, the current level of experience each division has. There are 5 levels of experience with different combat modifiers for your divisions. Level 1, green, gives a minus 25% combat penalty. Level 2, train.
Bro, this is literally so Rise of Nations copied this from HOI4.
Gives no penalty
Yeah.
or buff. Level 3, regular, gives a plus 25% combat bonus. Level 4, seasoned, gives a 50% combat bonus. And level 5, veterans, gives a plus 75% combat bonus. You can deploy your divisions once they are at least 20% trained by clicking on the No Location Set button, clicking on a highlighted area in your country, and then pressing this button.
They're literally
to
the same
instantly deploy
game.
them. You can also just set an
But Rise of
deployment area
Nations
and
is
leave them
easier.
to automatically deploy once they're at 100% training on this meter. Deploying divisions before they complete their training will have them deploy as green divisions with the associated penalty, while before they complete them to automatically deploy once they're at 100% training on this meter. Deploying divisions out and leave country, and then by clicking on the No Location Set. You can deploy your divisions once they are at least 20% trained by clicking on the No Location Set button, clicking on a highlighted area in your country, and then pressing this button to instantly deploy them. You can also just...
So that's how you manually deploy them, is that button, I guess. That's what he's saying, I guess.
Deployment area and leave them to automatically deploy once they're at 100% training on this meter. Deploying divisions before they complete their training will have them deploy as green divisions with the associated penalty, while trained divisions will deploy at level 2. Division design. You can edit the design of your divisions by clicking on the edit button here from the list of divisions on the right hand side. Here you can change the name, the icon, or even the model of your divisions. You can set this division's reinforced priority, so every division created with this template will be reinforced first with the best equipment, just reinforced as normal, or given the gun that their grandparents used to fight with. This area is where you add different elements to your division known as battalions. In this main area, you can click on the plus button to add a line battalion, choosing from different category types. Then you select the battalion that you want to add. You can see the effect that this will have on your division stats in the info panel on the right. On the left hand side, you can add support companies. These can provide stat boosts and don't usually cost as much.
There's too much information.
As line infantry, so be sure to utilize these. There are a few stats that you should be mindful of as a beginner. The first is organization, and this is how long your units will last in battle. Early on, you want this to be a minimum of around 50 for infantry divisions and around 30 to 40 for all others. You increase this by adding certain battalions, such as infantry or motorized, and also through your doctrines. Next are the combat stats, such as soft attack and hard attack. Divisions have a hardness stat, which you can see on this bar here. This shows you what percentage of soft and hard attack your division would take, and this works the same for enemy divisions. If your division has 100 soft attack and comes up against an enemy division with 20% hardness, you will only do 80% soft attack damage to that enemy division, and the same goes for hard attack.
What does that mean? Do I need to know this? I don't know if I need to know this, but I think I should.
You increase this by adding certain battalions, such as infantry or motorized, and also through your doctrines. Next are the combat stats, such as soft attack and hard attack. Divisions have a hardness stat, which you can see on this bar here.
So like this is the beta, and this is the sigma. That's the only language I understand.
This shows you what percentage of soft and hard attack your division would take, and this works the same for enemy divisions. If your division has 100 soft attack and comes up against an enemy division with 20% hardness, you will only do 80% soft attack damage to that enemy division. And
so let's say that, oh my god.
Same goes for hard.
So let's say I have, so this is 66 and that's 10. So I'm going to give my enemy 66 soft attack and 10.2 hard attack. That's what it's saying, I guess. Why are you barking, bro? There's no one there.
Attack. Keep in mind that most enemy divisions will be infantry and they will take majority soft attack, so you want this stat to be higher. The other important stat to keep in mind is your division width, or your combat width. Adding line infantry will increase your division stats, but also its width, which will limit their effectiveness in certain types of terrains. I'll cover this a little bit later when we talk about combat, but a good starting point to aim for is around 20. There are a lot of other stats that come into play, so take your time and read through what they do. Once you've changed your division template,
Yeah, I think there's a little bit more stats in this in this bit.
your desired design, remember to press save to change it. This will cost army XP. Also keep in mind that if you change the division template and already have units deployed of that design,
Hard attack help with tank because tanks are hard. Soft attack help with inf because inf have no hard stuff. Okay. What about all the other ones? Or like, so, like this, it depends on which troop they are. On soft and hard attack.
it will also
Think so.
update all of those deployed units,
Okay.
potentially throwing you into a severe deficit of equipment. To prevent this,
Okay, when did he say this? Why is he saying severe deficit?
if you change the division template and already have units deployed of that design, it will also update all of those deployed units, potentially throwing you into a severe deficit of equipment. To prevent this, you can click on the duplicate button, rename and change the icon of your new division, and then press save and start training and editing that new division without messing up your current army.
Okay, why did I do this again?
Effectiveness in certain they do. Once you've changed your division template to your desired design,
So this is the template, because you two were talking about templates and you're like, have you changed your template yet? Yo, why's your template so bad? And I'm like, well, what are you even talking about? And I guess this is what you're talking about, and I still don't get what this is even while looking at it.
remember to press save to change it. This will cost army XP. Also keep in mind that if you change the division template and already have units deployed of that design, it will also update all of those deployed units.
What does that mean? It's not gonna go in depth about
Potentially
it?
throwing
Alright.
you into a severe deficit of equipment. To prevent this, you can click on the duplicate button, rename and change the icon of your new division, and then press save and start training and editing that new division without messing up your current army. To get you started, here are a few recommended divisions that you can start out with and
Oh yeah, screenshot these templates.
base your own designs on. A standard infantry division might look something like this, around 20 width. You can also remove one of your infantry battalions and add in a line artillery if you like as well. A basic tank division, especially early on, can look something like this. Anything around 30 to 35 width fits well into most battles, and it gives you decent stats, but you can go bigger or smaller if you like. The motorized infantry is needed to give your division some org, especially early on when you have no
And a unity I have deployed gets updated with a new template. So like, let's say I have like 100,000 troops with a different template, and then I change the template. So now all those troops are on the new template, and then I'm gonna lose all my items because I'm changing to a new thing.
doctrines yet. For a port defense division, all you need is 10 width infantry with no supports. They aren't meant to win battles, just buy you some time. With your garrison division, you want to use cavalry with military police. You won't use these for act.
No, only the original one you changed. I don't know if you're agreeing with each other or if you're sending me mixed signs. Yo, shut up, bro. I'm learning, bro. I'm learning. So you don't have to DM me that I'm not learning. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Actual battles. I'll show you in the game setup later what to do with these. Take these designs and experiment with your own. Come up with different ideas and...
Bro, what is this? What is this good? Combat with 40. I don't think this is a good chat. Don't use that. Okay.
and see what
thought
works.
so.
Don't
This
forget to use
looks
the
a little
comments or
ridiculous.
join the official Hearts of Iron 4 Discord to ask questions and get help from your fellow generals in the community. Logistics. The Logistics tab will show you your current equipment stockpiles or deficits.
Okay, we're in the logistics tab. My dad would know this because he works in logistics, and I have absolutely no idea how his job works. This is like supplies.
In the right hand column here, if you check the tooltip when you're looking at a stockpile, it will tell you based on your current production how many days until you have removed your deficit. This can be a great way to guide you in where to allocate your military factories as you're learning. Officers Corps. The Officer Corps is the final tab that you need to know. This is where you can recruit different officers to your high command to provide various bonuses to your armed forces, as well as chiefs of your army, navy, and air force for bonuses and a constant trickle of XP. Recruiting these officers will cost you political power and also tie up a certain amount of your command power. In your Officers Corps, you can upgrade your armed forces doctrines by clicking into one of these squares.
Okay, yeah, the doctrines. Yes, we got into the doctrines.
Which has 3 different doctrines to choose from, or 4 in the case
I'm
of the
familiar
army.
with
By
this.
using the corresponding XP, you can
Static
unlock
lines
doctrines to provide bonuses ranging
Stalwart
from
defense,
increases to
yes.
org and soft attack, supply reductions, or even reducing your combat width. But I'll give you a general summary of each doctrine to get you started. Mobile Warfare provides the best bonuses to armor divisions, so if you're going for tanks or mechanized infantry, then this is the path to take. Superior Firepower is the entry-level doctrine I would recommend to start with. It gives great bonuses to infantry, especially with your artillery support companies through the integrated.
Wait, what is this?
Great bonus path to take. Superior Firepower is the entry-level doctrine I would recommend to start with. It
Bro, there's no money there.
gives great bonuses to infantry, especially with your artillery support companies through the integrated support branch. It's a good all-rounder to start with if you're unsure what to pick. Grand Battle Plan is a slow and careful style of play, big defensive bonuses to entrenchment and supply reductions, as well.
Oh, this is for land only. Oh my god, hold on. Alright. Please, I have to close this blind.
as well as huge increases to planning bonuses. I like this doctrine for any country playing defense. Is a slow and careful style of play, big defensive bonuses to entrenchment and supply reductions, as well as huge increases to planning bonuses. I like this doctrine for any country playing defensively or that can afford to take their time. Mass assault is the type of doctrine that makes you think of the Russian human wave tactics in World War II movies. In reality, there are some great bonuses here, such as reducing combat width, as well as supply usage and increasing the size of the divisions that you can make. Great for nations with a lot of manpower. For the Navy, fleet in being is best if you are using mainly ships with a lot of heavy attacks, so your battleships and heavy cruisers. Trade interdiction is best for submarine-based navies, giving huge bonuses to submarine attack and detection. And base strike is what to use if you are building large carrier-based fleets. And with the Air Force, strategic destruction is going to provide a lot of bonuses to your strat bombers and fighters. Battlefield support is all about strengthening your close air support and more effectively supporting your ground troops. And operational integrity is the way to go if you're using the jack of all trades tactical bombers and heavy fighters.
So do I use the middle path? Is that the path I choose for air? Is this a good path? Or do you not look at air at all? You too. This is like new stuff to me. Middle or left? Okay.
Integrity is the way to go if you're using the jack of all trades tactical bombers and heavy fighters. The army. Now, let's be honest, this is why you're really here. First things first, press F1 or this button here to enter the army map mode if you haven't already.
Yeah, you taught me that.
Divisions that are not assigned to an army, you can hold shift and click on this little red man
Yeah, I had a lot of trouble using this button. I always right click on it. Yup.
On your notification bar. Now click on this grayed out portrait down in the bottom of the screen and
Yeah, yeah, great. Yeah, hold on. The plus was gray, right? And then it turned green.
congratulations, you have now created an army. You can now assign a general to lead this army by clicking on the blank portrait in the top left of the army panel. Here you can choose from existing generals or recruit a new one by spending a bit of command power. You can see the different stats of these generals as well as any of their unique traits. You can now see that.
Wait, so let's look at this one right here. This is a division. This is a division, not a battalion, right? I don't know. Is this a division? Okay, so these things, these tabs, the 1, 3, 6, those individually are divisions. Okay.
That he's been assigned, but at the bottom of your screen, we can see that he has too many units under his command. A general can only command 24 divisions at a time without penalty. So
okay, yeah, he literally just said divisions.
The easiest way to do this is to select the general portrait at the bottom of our screen, and then either press the S button or this here to split our selection and select half the current units. Now click on the new army button and assign a new general to this army as well. We can take this one step further and assign a field marshal to lead both of our armies and lend their stats and bonuses across all these divisions. To do so, just select one of our armies, click on the blank portrait to the left of their panel that is slightly bigger, select the second army and either right click on the blank portrait as well or click and drag them. Now on the blank portrait,
and I always like click and drag them to the end. So what, you just click on it and then just right click there and it joins as well? I guess that's what he said.
On that and assign a field marshal just like we do with the generals. Now to command armies you will give orders which you can see across the toolbar here. The first thing to do is to select the frontline order and then left click on one of the on the border with another nation. Now all the divisions in this army group will move from wherever they are in the world to man this frontline order. Our units will man the front line but they won't attack unless we tell them to. We need to draw an offensive order.
Yeah, we know how to do this. Taught me this.
Then right,
I already know how to do this.
Where on the map you want your army to advance to.
I don't think that's a good idea.
A line and then an arrow indicating the direction of attack. We will now see the green arrow above the general's portrait in the bottom of the screen. To commence the attack, just simply click this green button and your units will start their attack. When you select your army, you will now see that there are a few different types of arrows showing up. The green arrows, which indicate your division movement, and then the red arrows, which indicate your division's attacking into a certain area. There are also some green combat bubbles, which indicate that a battle is currently active. Clicking on one of these bubbles will give you the combat
the
showing
bubbles.
what type of terrain that the battle is taking place in, who is currently winning, the skill of the generals, and the total combat width available in this battle, and then how much combat width each side has engaged. Combat width is determined by the size of your division. The more battalions, the more combat width, and theoretically, the more stats and firepower that you can have active in a battle. However, each type of terrain has a maximum combat width that it can support, and when you exceed this, you will suffer penalties.
So the template thing we saw earlier, the individual things, those were battalions? And then the whole thing was a division? Yeah, like the infantry here, and it goes down to like, it's like boxes, and then had that, right? Those are battalions? Okay. I understand it now. I understand it. I understand it now. Also, of you touching me on your screen, that is not kid friendly. Rest in peace all my ad revenue.
You can see what the combat width of a terrain is by clicking on a province and then hovering over the terrain picture in the bottom left. Attacking from multiple directions into a province will also increase your combat width available by the additional attack stat. So if you can, always attack from multiple sides. When creating your division designs, consider the types of terrain that you'll be fighting in primarily and build your division to match the additional attack combat width. This way you can usually fit at least 2 divisions neatly into a battle, with any additional reinforcements fitting in nicely as well. well without any huge penalties. On that note too, different terrains and even weather will have different penalties for your troops.
No!
Tips on this, but essentially plains, hills and forests offer the least amount of penalties, while mountains, marshes and cities offer the most. Back to the battle, bubbles over a front line can give you a quick indicator if you're winning or losing. Green bubbles mean that you're winning that battle, and red can give you a quick indicator if you're winning or losing. Green bubbles mean that you're winning that battle, and red means that you're losing. The number shows you're
Where is
losing.
he seeing that at?
Green bubbles. Back to the battle, bubbles over a front line can give you a quick indicator if you're winning or losing.
Where does he see that at? Is it this? It looks like that. I saw that yesterday and it was like, I'm pretty sure it's that.
Green bubbles mean that you're winning that battle, and red means that you're losing. The number shows your progress towards victory. When it reaches 100, you win, and when it reaches 0, you will lose.
Okay. This message is held for review. Bro's message was held on review because he called me a moron.
When a division loses a battle, it will retreat to a friendly province. If there's not one available, that division will be destroyed and all of its manpower and equipment lost.
No!
This is known as an encirclement, and it's one of the best tactics in the game. As much as possible, you want to encircle enemy divisions. You can achieve this both by letting the offensive orders run, or by manually moving your troops. You can do so by selecting the division rectangular boxes on the map to select an individual unit, and then right-clicking on the province where you want them to move. This can be beneficial for moving into unoccupied enemy areas, or moving in to help a friendly attack from multiple sides. It becomes something that's a bit easier to manage with practice, so just keep going at it. If we find our attack is progressing well, we can ramp things up a little bit by changing the battle plans from balanced to aggressive. Units will attack more, well, aggressively, but will also suffer more losses. If you're a bit more cautious, you can try going the other way and opting for careful battle plans. Now that we've won the war in Ethiopia,
So, less aggressive, but less losses.
we want to move our units back to Italy. We can do this either by making a new front line with our troops, or by drawing a fallback line. Clicking on this order and then dragging it where you want it to be will bring these troops exactly to that location as fast as possible. It's also a great way if you want to set up your army in a position not explicitly on the border with another nation. Now that our army's back home, we still have some units that were raw recruits when they joined the war. Hold left shift and click on the exercise button to have your army train until all divisions are level 3 veterancy. This will make their org drop to near 0, so make sure to only do this with divisions that are not in battle. The last order that you should know is the garrison order. Italy has a lot of coastline, and the ports are valuable to invading armies to bring their supply in. We want to defend these as best we can, and the best way to do so is by clicking the area defense button. I usually just go with the ports, deselecting all other options, and then you left click to select the different states where you want your troops to defend. Now the troops will automatically disperse as evenly as possible within the highlighted area, defending all the ports that are there from enemy invasion. Finally, if you mess up drawing any of your battle plans, you can simply right click on this rubbish bin or trash can for you Americans out there to delete all the orders to reset that army and try again. The Air Force. Access the air map by pressing F3 or this icon in the bottom right. Constructed planes are deployed into air wings based out of your airports, and they work a bit differently to your army. Your air wings have a maximum capacity of 100 planes, and your wings will automatically reinforce with your new planes that are built. Once they reach the cap of 100, then they will sit in your stockpile ready to be deployed. To deploy a new air wing, you can select an airport and then select the Add New Air Wing button and choose which aircraft to deploy. Aircraft are automatically split up into their different categories, which are close air support, fighter, naval bomber, heavy fighter, tactical bomber, and strategic bomber. Each aircraft also has different roles dictated by the missions available to them, which show in the toolbar above the airport screen. Fighters will mainly be used on the air superiority mission. Doing so will have them engage all enemy planes in the air zone they're deployed in. Interception will have them only target enemy bombers and support planes. Speaking of which, your close air support and tactical bombers are great for the close air support mission, which will actually assist your divisions engaged in combat by adding ground attack. Naval bombers are specialized for the naval strike mission, allowing them to target enemy ships in sea zones. Strategic bombers will let you bomb enemy buildings and infrastructure with the strap bombing mission. Tactical bombers are a jack of all trades type plane, and they can conduct all the support missions. They just don't really excel at any one of them. To assign an air wing to a
strategic
region,
bombing
select
and
the wing,
air
right click on the
superiority.
air zone, and both an arrow should appear to show where they're active. Next, select the mission that you want to activate. Once active in their air zone, the easiest way to tell if you're winning the air war is by the color of the region. Green means you've got full air superiority, yellow is contested, and red means you're losing. When you select an airport, the yellow circles show the range of the aircraft from within that airport. The more of an air zone is inside their range circle, the more efficient they will be at their missions and gaining air superiority. You can easily move your planes from one airport to another by selecting the wings that you want to move and then right-clicking on the new airport. It'll take some time for them to transfer, but once they're at their new location, they are ready to be assigned a new mission. If your airport is overstacked, those wings will suffer penalties, so either move some planes elsewhere, or you can upgrade the airport in the construction tab to hold more planes up to a max cap of 2,000. If early on it's a bit too much for you to move your planes around, you can assign them to follow an army. Simply select the missions that you want them to run, and then left click on this little plane icon that appears above the army portrait while in the air view. Now they'll automatically follow around that army, assigning themselves to the nearest airport and the air regions where those divisions are fighting. Navy. You can access the Navy map mode with F2 or by pressing this icon here. There are a few types of ships: destroyers, cruisers, both light and heavy, battle cruisers, battleships, and carriers. These are all the surface fleet ships, and then you come across the sneaky submarines. Within these ship classes, there are two designations you need to know, and that is screens and capital ships. Destroyers and light cruisers are considered screens, while the bigger ships, heavy cruisers, battleships, and carriers, are your capital ships. In naval combat, screens take light attack damage, while capital ships take heavy attack damage. While the bigger ships, heavy cruisers, battle cruisers.
I'm assuming these are heavy cruiser.
Battleships and carriers are your capital ships. In naval combat, screens take light attack damage, while capital ships take heavy attack damage. To use your ships, you can see all your different fleets at the bottom of the screen, which you can then assign admirals to lead. These can be split into a maximum of 10 task forces, which are the smaller groups of ships within the fleet. You can also see in the theater panel in the top right all your different fleets and task forces that you have. Best practice is to organize your submarines and surface ships separately, and to do so, hold shift and select each of these anchor icons, and then right click on this reinforced section of the theater here. This is where newly built ships will be allocated for you to assign into a fleet. Click on the blue circle and then click on the merge button here to bring all of the ships together. Or now that our fleet's in one big group, select the task force, scroll through the list of the ships on the left hand side, and holding shift, double click on any that is a submarine type, which you can see on the left here, until you've selected them all, and right click next to that task force to separate them out. Put them under a new admiral and fleet for now. With our surface fleet, you can either use them like this or split them up into even task forces using the split button here or the distribute button, which allocates them into roughly even groups of similar ships types with the right level of screening efficiency. You need a ratio of 4 screens to 1 capital ship to effectively protect your heavy ships. You assign missions to your fleet pretty similar to how the Air Force works. Simply select your Navy, right click on a sea zone or zones that you want to cover, and then select the mission that you want them to run. Patrol will have your fleet sail the seas until they find enemy convoys or ships and then engage them. Handy, but fuel intensive. Strike Force will have your fleet remain in port until enemy ships are detected by other ships or planes through missions or combat before sailing out to engage. Convoy raiding will have your fleet actively seek and destroy enemy convoys and shipping, and this is the best mission to set your submarines to. Convoy escort will attempt to protect your convoys from enemy raids. As your ships engage in combat or are
Yo, Ben, which one's the right one? You keep on telling me about these missions. Which one's the best one? He said this one's the best one for subs. You do patrol. Oh yeah, that he said that one was a fuel heavy one.
will attempt to protect your convoys from enemy raids. As your ships engage in combat or are even being trained, they will suffer damage and will need to return
Strike
to
force
ports to
for
repair.
surface fleet.
Make sure to select this option, automatic split off, so your whole fleet won't return to port, only the damaged ships. And in your production tab, make sure you open up your naval repair queue and assign your dockyards to the repair task. Much like air zones, you'll gain varying levels of naval supremacy. You need over 50% to launch naval invasions, and so do your enemies. So when at war, you can keep your fleet on strike force around your coasts to help prevent enemy attacks. Supply. HOI4 has a pretty detailed supply system you need to be mindful of. Pressing F4 or this icon here will bring up the supply map mode. The way this works is you have your supply running from your capital along train lines and convoy routes to where your troops will be fighting, which is then distributed out of supply hubs. These need to have a connection via railway or by sea if they're not connected to your mainland area to be able to provide supply to your troops. You can see the blue areas of the map, meaning that you have enough supply, while yellow or red show worsening levels of supply, which will cause combat penalties and issues resupplying your troops to full strength, as shown by the green bars on your division icons. You can also see the red or orange crates on the icons themselves, showing which specific divisions are having supply trouble. You can fix this via a number of methods. Building more supply hubs and connecting them to your capital is one. You can also upgrade your railway connections and port levels overseas. Bear in mind that it's only the supply hubs and ports that spread supply to your units in the field. Railways themselves do not. You can also make sure that you have enough trains, trucks, and convoys to meet your supply demands. You can increase the motorization level of your armies by changing this icon here, which will use an increasing amount of trucks to extend the supply radius of hubs for that army. Building additional infrastructure in a state will also help with the supply distribution. You can always see your current needs by checking this percentage in your top menu, as well as the number of convoys that you have. Be sure to always have a few factories on trucks and trains and some dockyards on convoys, as you will inevitably lose some during your wars. You also need to be mindful of your fuel stockpile. You can check your current usage here, but just think about everything that uses an engine. It requires fuel to run efficiently. If you run out of fuel, anything that requires it will suffer significant penalties, but don't worry, you can keep on top of this in a few ways. First, you can trade for oil through the trade. Next, you can change some missions to reduce your fuel usage, such as putting fighters on intercept instead of air supremacy, or putting navies on strike force and stopping them from training. Next, you can use the research techs in your industry tab, especially these on the right-hand side, which increase your fuel gain per oil. And finally, you can research this technology and build refineries, which will give you a small but useful amount of fuel gain, as well as some rubber, waging and winning wars. You may notice on the map the little stars and dots with city names next to them. These are called victory points. If you open the war menu, you can have an overview of how things are going. If you hover over the capitulation bar next to the enemy nation, you can see their current progress to defeat and how much further you have to go. If you look at the map, the tooltip when looking at each victory point will tell you what they are worth, allowing you to prioritize certain objectives, allowing you to possibly win the war faster and with less casualties. Once you've captured enough victory points, the peace deal screen will appear. You have a few options, from annexing enemy territory to liberating the country to be free under a new form of government, or puppeting the nation, forcing them to pay you tribute and be beholden to you. To make actions in a peace deal, select the action that you wish to take, and then select the states that you wish to take it in. Once you've done everything that you wish to, click Submit Demands in the bottom right, and provided no other countries involved in the peace deal contest you, you can go ahead and confirm an exit and bask in the glory of your new conquest. Here I took some of the territory for myself and created a puppet, which you can view through your political menu in the Manage Subjects tab. There are different levels of puppets, which varies depending on your ideology, but you can do things such as request their manpower to help with your garrisons, take control of their divisions, or trade for resources at a higher rate than with other countries. They will also give you access to some of their factories depending on the level. Notifications. I'll go through the notifications from left to right. The first is research. I always start with my industry and my electronics techs to start the game. And as Italy, I'll also research the refineries, since we'll need to be making our own oil and rubber during the war. Next is our industry. I always start with building civilian factories in the highest infrastructure level states, which you can see by the percentage here. The higher the percentage, the faster your factories build. So we'll start with these ones first. Next is our factories and our dockyards. First thing we'll do is I'll delete the production of the tanks and planes. I like a couple of factories on trains and trucks and support equipment, and I'll put them near the top. I'll put a couple on artillery and then the rest on guns. We can expand on this later, but this is a half decent starting point. As for the Navy, I'll usually let my ships finish up in the construction queue, and then I'll add a production line for convoys. I will also merge my Navy and my submarines together and get those guys exercising up to full strength.
No
We have our
lifer.
political focus next. I like to start with the ones that will give me free civs early. The faster we get these civ factories, the longer they'll be building things for us. So we'll start with Italian highways and work our way down. Now for our Air Force, I'll straight away go and move all of these down to Ethiopia to help with the war down there. We can actually give them a mission and assign them to an air zone while they're transporting or flying. We aren't training any divisions, but if we look at logistics, we also don't have any equipment to do so, so we'll hold off for now. You can right click on a notification to dismiss it. With our army, we will actually group the troops already in Ethiopia in the north into one army, and then the same with the troops in the south. We'll go ahead and draw our frontline orders and our battle plans. We'll assign some generals and field marshals, and then what we can do is we can select the remaining divisions. You hold shift to select multiple divisions, and we can go ahead and assign them. They'll join the orders assigned to this army, so you don't need to worry about that. They're just going to move on their own. We can go ahead and organize our decisions tab. I like to keep improved working conditions selected, and we'll collapse these other menus that we won't use. With our trade, we are a few resources short, especially with the steel, which is coming from these big ships that we're building. So I might actually go ahead and just delete the production lines for those, and that will fix up our steel issues. And then we'll just go ahead and double check our garrison division is correct, which it is. We'll also change our occupation law to local police force as well. I like that one. Making sure our cavalry division template is correct, and that's it. We've dismissed all of our notifications. Our game is fully set up and ready to go. All of our troops will move down to Ethiopia, and we're ready to go and press play. You can use spacebar to easily pause and unpause the game.
Okay, I
Don't
was
be afraid
thinking
to
about
use
that,
it to
spacebar.
stop, think, have a read of what's happening, and give yourself time to react. When you're starting out, things can be a bit overwhelming, so I would recommend to start with a nation like Italy and stick with them for a few games until you figure out what's going on. In any case, I really hope.
Okay, I'm different. I've been forced to do Nazi Germany. let me euphemize that. I have been forced to do the German Reich for the past two games that I played. So should I really switch? No, I should probably get Poland.
Was helpful for you, and if it
That was the end of the
please
video.
subscribe to the Hearts of Iron 4 YouTube channel for more. Also, don't forget to use your fellow generals for support, both in the Hearts of Iron 4 Discord and in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and
Okay. Alright. That's enough of that. We're gonna play HOI4. Alright. Let's open that up. We're gonna change stream. We're gonna change streaming. Hold on, let me change this real quick. So it's not display capture 2. It's gonna be game capture, which is gonna be HOI4. Is it gonna load up? Oh, this is just the launcher. That's the... Okay, that's a multiplayer game. I'm not gonna do that. Can you see? You can't see what I'm doing. I can't change it. Okay. Okay. Why isn't HOI4 loading? Game capture. Okay, there it is. Okay. I'm just gonna call. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. How do you sound on the stream?
I don't know. I muted the stream. Yeah. You got 2 viewers, man. Good job. Very proud of you.
Yeah, I got 2 viewers. My peak was like 5.
I saw that. Yeah.
All right.
You got any questions about the game?
Do I have questions? Am I gonna win?
No, you got any questions about like the mechanics?
Let's see. Which one out of the
Share?
the 42 ones he described?
Can you screen share?
I'm screen sharing. I'm doing Italy.
You're doing Italy?
Is it bad to do Italy?
I mean, it's fine.
What if I do this?
You can do Hitler.
All right, we're doing Germany.
I'm really quiet on the stream. I'm muted the stream. I'm quiet on it.
Oh yeah, because I have my background noise set to like 0. All right.
You know in?
Let's do this. Is it automatically pause?
It should be. It is automatically paused day 1. Yeah.
Okay. There are divisions here. Let me do something real quick.
I'm gonna watch. I'm just gonna comment on what you do. I'm just gonna watch. Let's see what you do. I would play, but I'm not feeling well, so don't watch.
All right, first thing we do. Where's it at? Do one of these. Oh. We're not
I
doing
would
that.
not recommend immediately opposing it.
We're not doing that yet.
Oh wait. Show me the path again. Show me the opposed Hitler path. Oh, it's the old one, right? Because you don't have the DLC. Yeah, there's a new one. There's a new one from the most recent like DLC. You don't have that one. It's broke.
Okay, bro. Because I don't waste my money on games I barely play. Where's the Rhineland?
Rhineland right there. Zoom in a bit more.
This is the problem when you're trying to teach me. It's right there.
Okay, zoom in. Right there. Remilitarize the Rhineland.
I hate you, bro. I hate you. I actually hate you.
I still have your stream open, so I'm just seeing I just see what you're doing. It's great.
I hate you. All right, what did he do? He like deleted all of his things. Okay, let's you told me do this. Oh, I can't do that.
You have to do that industry first, yeah.
Uh-huh. And then Elex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cooking, right?
You're missing one.
Oh, this one?
Construction. It's in the industry tab.
Ah, there we go. And then one of this.
Always research those 3 things first. No, don't do that. You already have research stuff for those things. I recommend researching like arty or bear guns. Or if you're going Navy, do Navy. But I wouldn't recommend doing Navy because you don't understand how the Navy works.
Yeah, I don't understand how I know it's good, but like it's only good if you know how it works.
Yeah. Don't research in night vision.
All right. That's done. I need to get sieves up.
Yeah, go work on that.
Oh wait. Oh, this one.
Boy.
I did this. This one. Where's the infrastructure? This one.
Yeah, shift click it.
Why?
Because then it builds to max capacity.
How do I get rid of it? Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, that's right. That the year is blue.
Yeah, if it's blue, you can't build anymore.
Is it good?
Yeah, that should be good. That should be good. Well, you can build like 1 more.
Okay. Okay, there we go. This part.
Then just try building some mills.
Mills, where should I put that?
Do anywhere you want. Put in the high infrastructure. Actually, just wait for Rhineland to be done. So you can build them with the Rhineland.
Okay. Shoot. I need to get my divisions. Shoot. I don't know how to do this. This tab right here.
Yeah, go work on production. I believe. Remember, I'm just watching. I'm not feeling good, so I'm just gonna watch.
Oh my god. All right. This.
Am I the only guy tabbed in the stream? This is one person watching.
Oh no. For me, it says 3.
What do you stream on?
OBS.
Uh.
Did-
Bleh.
Did you laugh? Where's
I
the
was coughing.
trades
Bleh, I
at?
said not feeling.
Oh, that's
Trade?
unfortunate.
Shoot, I don't know. Hover. Do you not know what the trade icon is?
Where I forgot. Hold on. No, I'll find it. Shoot. There we go. We found it. All right. What are we low on? We low on rubber. We have steel.
I'm gonna close out the stream.
All right. That's fine.
You already have a focus. Okay. I don't know why you tried clicking it.
Shh. We don't talk about that. Okay, we're
I'd
not.
recommend deleting all the boats. That's what I'd recommend doing. Just delete all the boats. You don't want to build them.
Is there like a faster way to make it do it?
Click it and then click enter. Click the delete button, then click enter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, always get rid of the tactical bombers too.
Boats and tactical bombers. Okay. What about this?
Yeah. I reposition the factories as you see fit. If you think you're gonna need a lot of something, build a lot of it. If you think you're not gonna need that much of something, don't build that much of it.
Where's the trade tab? There it is. What am I losing? I'm losing rubber. Why am I losing rubber?
These planes need rubber.
Why do they need rubber? It's not like they're driving.
They have wheels.
Okay, so do the. Oh, but they're not where. But these have rubber.
Yeah, and and they have wheels. Trucks have wheels.
Cap. I need more than
Need more what?
rubber.
Buy rubber.
How does he do it again? He did this. There we go. No, why is it not?
You have to unpause. You have to wait a bit more time. Increase the speed as well.
There we go. Now we're getting rubber.
Did they ever teach you to increase the speed? Click the green bar at the bottom. Make it 5 speed.
Why?
It's just the fastest.
Am I fine now? What else do I need to? I need to prepare.
Look at you remember all the things, all the notifications you have.
Oh yeah,
Build them all.
that's right. All right. Free milk. Oh, I still have free. How many do I have? I have 17 more.
No. So if you look above, you see where you can like add new equipment and stuff. You see all that? Look above that, and you'll see military factories, and you'll see the number next to it. That's how many you have. That's how many you have and how many you're using.
So this is how many I have, and this is how many I'm using. So I have 5 left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus, I'm dying.
All right. What would I use it on? What is that? Bye bye. There we go. We'll come back. No, you won't come back.
Make more planes. You're gonna need planes for the upcoming war.
Wait, so do the fighters fight against planes, or they're like, do they?
Fighters fight against other planes. Close air support fight against the troops, and they deal damage to them. They
Okay.
fight against the divisions on the floor with your enemy.
Okay, I need that. Free dock. Does that matter?
Make convoys.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. So it's this one and then this. Yes. And I'm using all of them. Yes. Missing equipment production. You have the.
You don't ignore it. It's not. Ignore it. It doesn't matter. Just right click it.
Boom. And then. How do I shift click it?
Add unit. Just keep making as many as you can.
Alright, now you're the only one in the stream. Alright. Brandenburg, as I always do.
Shoot, I'm not in the stream anymore.
Oh shoot, and it must be me then.
We're so lonely as himself.
Unassigned divisions. I thought I signed this. Can I just, how do I select them all? Oh, shift click. Then I, boom, yes! Then, yes! And then, oh wait, how do I, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oh, but there's cavalry and, how do I equally,
Just make the tanks their own army. Make the tanks and stuff their own army.
there we go. These are the tanks. Oh, and we can name them as well, tank, there we go. I forgot you can do that. And then this guy's gonna go in here. And no, we're not gonna do that. Okay. How do I make them like go to another army? Shoot.
Ew.
Huh?
What do you mean?
See, you see how there's like too much here and I only want the tank here?
Yeah.
How do I make... How...
So right next, underneath the generals, select units. So the general, top right, top left, left, top left.
Hold on.
I need more medicine. God damn.
Alright, oh, like this, so here?
Yeah, so see the general's names. Underneath the general, you'll see the units. Click the unit you don't want to be in that army. Underneath the general's names.
Oh, these?
Yeah, you shift click it.
And then I... Okay, there we go, there we go.
I recommend putting the motorized underneath the tank.
How do I forgot it.
Select the truck.
Uh-huh.
Right click the other arm.
Absolute cinema. Alright. Alright, excellent spelling. And then this one's gonna be... There we go. Now I need this guy. I need a motor guy. He's a trickster. The trickster. Oh wait, select it and then there we go, there we go. Do that. Oh, and then in the logistics, hold on. Where's the thing at?
The guy.
No, it wasn't I. It was a template.
You.
Oh, okay. They have that. I can't do that. Noob. Well, of course, this is literally my 3rd time playing.
You said new.
Okay, I can't do none of that yet. But that button is you, and that button is I. All right.
If you hover over them at the top of the screen, right underneath the like manpower and all the like the if you hover over them all, it says what shortcuts they are.
I'm actually slow.
You
Okay.
can also click them in the menu.
Okay. All right. What else do I need to do? Shoot, I forgot.
I'm gonna let you figure that out. I'm playing my own game right now, trying to possibly get medicine.
What is that? I don't know what this is.
It's an achievement.
Let's turn it down to 3. Oh shoot. Why has no order? Oh yeah. Huh?
Why'd you lower it to 3 speed?
Cause I'm scared.
Okay.
This guy goes there. This guy guards that. Motor. Go there. Get Warsaw. Can you listen to me? You guys are going to Warsaw. There we go. These guys I put up. Why did I? Oh no, then it should be the other guys. Shoot. This guy should. Oh my God. Alright. We're gonna do a little bit of something called. Alright. That guy's going there. Where is this guy gonna go? Okay, this guy's a car. This is the... Okay. These guys are going there. Okay. So if I do that... Okay, yeah, they're moving. Okay.
I still don't know why you have it on 3 speed.
I'm scared. I'm scared. What if something happens and then I die? My game just... I'll make this guy's exercise. There we go. Okay, we now got that. Do that. Wait, I already have Rhineland, so how do I make the factories? Okay. Military factories.
See if the Rhineland has good infrastructure.
Wait, so since this is blue already, I can't build any more factories here?
No.
Okay.
Not until you get dispersed industry.
Okay. Make 5 of those because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we got the Wehrmacht.
It's not Wehrmacht, it's Wehrmacht. It's a V.
Stupid German. Oh, I have notifications. Oh, he didn't tell me about this.
Yeah, cause that's a new feature.
Alright, yeah, we're just gonna ignore that. We're gonna ignore that as well. Modify the government. Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. Alright. Hmm?
Top 10 reasons why.
Oh, why's my fuel going down? How do I do that? Oh shoot. Didn't I do? Oh, well, you know what? I don't care about that. Okay, these are the doctrines. Okay. Okay. Can I get this? No, I can't. Uh-huh. Shoot, which one do I go next? Mm-hmm.
I recommend working in your economy soon.
Shoot, I forgot to do that. I have more stuff. I go radio? I think I do. How do I work in the economy? I don't know how to do that.
Focus.
Oh, shoot. I didn't even know that. Okay, you went for this route. I remember that.
you wanna know why you're losing fuel?
Why?
You're training the army,
Am I not?
so the tanks are using fuel to train.
How do
Does that
I?
make sense?
How do I not like make it look at the details when I click on them for the first time?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Never mind. Doesn't matter. All right. How do I make them stop? Stop doing that.
Stop training? That
Yeah.
one.
Okay. Bro, I'm slow, dude. I'm slow. Alright. Didn't I get this? Oh, I didn't get it yet. Shoot. Okay, we want that. We want the research. The events? Oh my god. Okay, I need to wait for the MIFO bills. Okay. Get that. Okay. I think I'm doing good. If the game would stop autosaving, it'd be excellent.
You can turn that off. You go to settings, to the game options.
Okay, hold on.
Game. You can change how often it auto saves.
Oh, shoot. So are they done? Not done. Okay, there's so many things happening. Let me stop.
You can always lower the speed.
Yeah. Lower the speed. Alright, let's go to like 4. 4 is alright. Alright, this is looking good. It's looking good. How's my stuff looking? Where's the trade? There it is. Alright, we're looking good. Looking good. Spanish are fighting. I don't really want to join on that, even though I did, because you told me to.
Just a good way as a beginner as well to learn the army.
You made me fight in Spain just to learn the army.
You don't understand that.
Okay. I'll reroute. Okay. Let me stop. Go my own pace. Motor, these guys. Go here. Here. Poland's gonna have a front line here. Go. These guys need to be assigned. Go to France. Okay, that's okay. All right. Okay, these guys, I'm just gonna do the thing you did. Go there, yeah. And then now I need to make tanks after these are done. One more. I'm gonna do just equipment. Bless you. Curse you. Okay, we're not gonna do that yet. Probably gonna get guns. It's more 1938 though. Let's go for air. No, let's not go for air. Okay, we're not doing naval for a while. I don't feel like doing this. It's a fort. Are they done? Okay, they're done. Okay, maybe not have that many tanks. Maybe have like 10 and then make like okay. Where is it at? I literally just saw it. Oh. Oh no. Let's do that, I guess. Okay, these guys. Oh no. Okay. Might want to do planes later. Huh. Okay. Let's do this.
Road's locked in.
I don't know if these are the right ones to choose. Okay. We can make... Wait, why did France do that? No, you stupid. You stupid. I'm stupid. Okay. Bro, there went the French guys. Oh my god, I'm out of we got. I'm actually about to kill, bro. You're not. You're supposed to go. To France. Okay, front line there. No offensive line. Oh. Bro, what? Absolute cinema. Did I lose him? Oh my god, I lost him, didn't I? How do I do this? Select all. Select all the. There we go. Select all. Wait, no. I just want. Give me my money. Boom, boom, boom. No. It's not what we're going for. Go to here. Oh no, but he also has tanks. Okay, we're making progress. This Panzer Division needs to go here. Oh, picked it wrong. This needs to go here. Okay. These guys, they're gonna hold down the fort. These guys, you're gonna go into this army. Then you're gonna go up here. Yes. Hold on, even better. Draw a little bit more. Oh, that's an offensive line. Stop! There we go. Where's the Panzer guy? I need a Panzer commander. That doesn't matter. Do this guy. Sneak attack France. There we go. Then we should have gotten the trickster for that one. This guy can go here. Okay, so actually, where is it at? I need equipment. These tanks can go to here. Please stop.
What do you mean?
There's so many things happening. Okay, I did that. Okay, this is maxed out. We're maxing that. Doing this. I told you to go to trash. No, you can go to sneak attack France. Yeah, the rest of them can go to trash. You can go to sneak attack France. Where are my planes at? Oh, that's already... Shoot. Okay. Now we need to go to Anschluss. Oh, I forgot about research. Oh, wait, I have another research slot? Let's go all this in. Sneak attack France is going pretty well. Okay. Sneak attack France. You're gonna go to Amsterdam first. If I can draw the line. Can I draw a line? Go to Amsterdam first. Okay. That's sneak attack France. Trash. All the way over there. Motor. Yeah, go there. Uh-huh. There you go. What's Army 1? Hold down France. This is Poland. This is motor. Okay, we're organized, chat. We're organized. Okay, let's go into trash. Let's go. Anschluss. That's Republican now? I thought it was nationalist. Okay. Okay, let's go in the trash. It's kind of worrying why I'm not seeing any tanks come out, because I don't have that many supplies for it. If I can look up at the trade. So I need steel. I need more steel. No, I don't. I have all the steel I need. Just I need to build supply lines if I know the button. Okay. Oh. I still don't know how this works. Anschluss. Anschluss.
Or Kelly.
Yes. Yes. Anschluss. Is it done? I need a lot more stuff. Reassert Eastern claims. Is that what I need? Oh, I think I can do it. It's fast. But I need more manpower. Oh, research. Oh my god. And unassigned divisions. Or radio. Then we can do that. Why are these guys unassigned? Go to sneak attack France then. And military. I have 7 military. Let's go. Wait. Okay, this makes a lot more sense now, Rowan. I'm having fun, a little bit. And I can 1v1. I can 1v1 Ethan, and I'll win.
Sure.
I'd win. I would win.
I believe you.
Thank you. Oh, now I'm losing fuel. No. Danziger War is coming soon. Trust. I really want this, but I can't have it. Okay, let's slow down a bit. Now we have this Dayton land.
Did you know Annie is British?
Real.
Have you heard their middle child talk?
Real.
Honey?
Alright, that was muted. Probably need more support.
And your camera's on?
Mm-hmm.
What are you streaming?
This game.
Are you using the split screen? Am I gonna be in the background?
Yeah, you're gonna be in the background.
Oh, to move your camera.
There we go. You can't see ya. So weird.
What time did you and Dad go home?
Like near 3 p.m.
They weren't even done counting until 4.
Hmm. Okay, now it's actually going down. How do I... Rowan, how do I fix the fuel?
Stop training. I'm gonna go.
Okay,
No, I'm gonna go lay down in bed, really. Hey, man.
see you. Okay, we need a... Okay, it's going up. Oh, why is it going down? Okay, where is the majority of my tanks at? Here? Like a motor. Maybe I shouldn't have deleted that one. Oh. These guys don't have supplies?
Oh, dude, I can get a headshot to her face and kill him.
Okay. T. Construction is T. Trade. Diplomacy. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, he didn't go over air. Okay. Let's go. This is 1940. It's already 1939. Okay, this guy is on a lot of stuff.
How's my guy, right? Trying to go on not shooting him.
We can now do Danzig War after this. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. have probably done this. Actually focus on the army real quick. T. Whoa. 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 They just came out at all the same time. Whoa. So they all just came out at the same time? Okay. That... Alright, I'm learning, chat. This is my first game by myself. I'm on the ropes. I'm off the ropes. Erwin Rommel. Well, it would have been good if he was a Panzer Commander. Same as this guy. Alright, now, What is this? That's fine. Alright, let's just get like 1. There's also something you told me about. Limited, okay, conscription.
Just throw up. Or that sushi chewing his bone.
Danzig or war. Alright, let's slow it down. Okay. I think it's a little bit too much. Okay, now. Declare war. Now this guy, go. This guy, go. Wait, is France in the war now? Okay. Okay. Insufficient resources, just buy it. Oh, I can't trade with it. Free dockyards? Okay. My convoys are dying? Okay. Okay. I have no idea what's happening. Oh, okay. So this is... Bro, I already forgot how to do this.
You were supposed to be dead. Oh. There goes all my motor divisions. um, yeah, no, I really am not learning. Trash is actually doing something. Where's Poland at?
There goes my motor division.
What did you find?
So on Google Maps, this is what I found.
What is it?
It's called Kiribati, and there's something called banana, London Hills, and Kilimati.
Okay.
Why did they Poland? Whoever named this.
Okay. For the stream, I'm gonna save it for now. But I think that's all I can do for today. For this. I mean, it was fun. So it was fun. Learning how to play Hearts of Iron. I was locked in for the last bit of it there. I might just go on Resonations after this, but I don't feel like streaming it here. So, yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it for this Hearts of Iron stream. Alright. Thank you for tuning into the stream. If you're watching this from the VOD and you made it to the end, thank you. I forgot my outro, dude. If you like the video, if you like the VOD, you can like it. If you like the channel, you can subscribe to it, and you can also press that notification button that appears when you subscribe. Anyways, yeah, Hearts of Iron 4 learning stream. I didn't really learn much, but I actually did a war by myself, but I haven't beaten it yet. But we're off to a good start, I think. I don't think so. Anyways, yeah, it's really all I have. I don't really have an outro for this. But bye-bye.